Hey, crypto family. Hope y'all been doing good wherever you're at. Today, we're going to talk about Bitcoin's slight price rise and a few news articles, one of which covering Bitcoin's BTC Google search manipulation. So, first, let's go and look at the market. So, we can see Bitcoin is actually up to 71% BTC dominance, which is insane. It's continued to rise over the past couple of days and only getting stronger. You can see today it's up 0.77% to $10,663. Now, some of the altcoins are down, but some are up a couple percent and even double digits. So again, you do have some altcoins still popping off while BTC is rising, which is great to see. Now, some quick analysis here is just looking at the 4-hour chart here. You can see Bitcoin, again, it's attempting to try to break this 10,800 level, which did provide some resistance. If it does, we're going to look at that 11,000 resistance and try to break that. But you can see the RSI right now getting slightly overbought, but still it's at 66, has a ton of room to rise, and then the long contracts have actually steadily still increasing. So again, right now we're going to watch this 10,800 level, see if it can break it. If not, then potentially looking at this 200-day moving average as some support at 10,500, and if not, then looking at this 128-day at 10,200. Now, first article we're going to talk about is Bitcoin's inverse price correlation with gold. So a lot of people have talked about this over the year, and I do see about 70% of the time there is an inverse correlation, and it says Bitcoin's price corrects while gold sees worst daily drop in 2.5 years. So Bitcoin, as you see, has continued to steadily rise over the past couple of weeks, and it says here gold is at its worst daily decline in 2.5 years. So it was down over 2% over the day, according to CNBC. And at press time, spot gold trades at $1,518 per ounce, down 2.1%, while United States gold futures dropped 2% to trade at $1,528. So again, there is this inverse correlation here, and I do believe that people are starting to migrate over to Bitcoin as a store of value, but again, it's still too early to tell, but that is a hot topic that people are talking about, so it's interesting to see it starting to happen with the prices. Now, second article we're going to talk about is, again, that price manipulation I mentioned about Google. So if you haven't noticed, if you looked at the trending searches, you can see Bitcoin, or specifically the search term BTC, has gone up exponentially over the past week. And it says, now it appears Google searches for the Bitcoin and BTC, the name used by traders for the Bitcoin digital token, could be being manipulated, possibly in order to move the Bitcoin price. So basically, if you search the search term BTC, it's the highest it's been basically ever. And what they're doing, or what they found out, is Google Trends points out that changes have been relatively large in Romania. Is this the source, or is it just because there have been fewer searches for BTC previously? I think it's the former. And you can see here, something very strange has happened to the interest in the keyword BTC this past week. And there's been a sudden rise in that. And really, it's odd because there wasn't a similar rise for Bitcoin. It was just BTC, which tells you in Romania, basically saying here there's a lot of VPNs that have a lot of different traffic, because I searched this just an hour ago, and a lot of the traffic was coming from the Bahamas. So they are using VPNs to hide their IP address and basically spam from different areas of the world. And it says here that a lot of times they'll use algorithms, and then Google Trends data tries to find correlations between the number of searches for the word BTC and the movements in the Bitcoin price. So they're suspecting that the person is buying Bitcoin and then manipulating these searches, getting a rise in Bitcoin, and then selling their Bitcoin for profits. And a lot of times they could be doing this at the quiet hours of 4 or 5 in the morning, whenever searches are at an all-time low. So just something to keep in mind here is, if you do see a lot of these articles saying, hey, search terms are rising rapidly, know that it may be manipulation, especially if there's not a lot going on. There's no big news articles, nothing being talked about. So again, always be wary, never fall into this manipulation, never fall into this trap. So always be aware. Now, last article I want to talk about is the one with Justin Sun. So you remember, he did have a dinner with Warren Buffett. It was a charity dinner, basically. He won the charity dinner. I think he donated $4.6 million to have lunch with Warren Buffett and invites a total of, I believe, 6 of his friends. Now, I think actually it's a total of 9 people to come. And a couple days before, Justin Sun said he's feeling sick, but a lot of people suspected that the Tron employees were being detained in China, and which was fueled by conspiracies that the crypto boss was in trouble with the Chinese government for excessive self-promotion. So again, there was a lot of government in China that was focused on Justin Sun. Those are rumors, but again, it could very well be true, because why would he decline, or why would he reschedule this lunch with one of the richest people in the world about cryptocurrencies when it's just a few days away? So again, it had to be something big. It says he had kidney stones, but again, I think it may be something a lot more serious than that. So it says they're working to get all those 9 people scheduled again. Again, a lot of famous people that Justin Sun is going to be with in the crypto world, but we'll have to see what happens with this and if this does have any impact in the future. So we'll be interested to see what happens with that. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment if you have any questions, and please subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, thanks for watching.